Okay, all right. I'm Ian Slagle from the band Motives,
Yep.
or a melodic hardcore band from the Cleveland, Ohio area.
Okay, and how long have you guys been in a band?
We've been together for 4 years, just about this coming fall.
And you've got first record coming out in September, or second record?
First full length.
First full length.
We've got a couple EPs that we put out before, but this is our first debut full length off of InVogue Records coming out.
What's the full length called?
This World, Not Dead, Merely Sleeping.
Okay. That is an interesting title.
It's like out of context a line from the song, a song on the record.
Cool. And you guys got 2 videos out for that already, or one?
Yep. There's a video for a song called Timeless, and a new one we just put out called Operator.
The Timeless one, was that the one in the theme park?
Yeah. Yeah, we have it was like an abandoned theme park in Ohio we found. It was actually really cool.
I thought that was off the EP. Okay,
Nope.
and the new one was Operators, and that just came out last week?
Yeah.
How did you guys decide to do the video for Operators? Like, that's a pretty sick video.
Oh, thank you. It was kind of just like, the lyrical content is kind of like from a young age, people are just like, bombarded with all these social medias and TVs about like what they think beauty should be. And it's kind of a cliche message you've heard a million times before, but I feel like it's something that needs to be said over and over again to tell new people about it, because in my eyes, that's not how like beauty should be defined. And that's why actually my daughter, I have a 5-year-old, she's in the video.
That's your daughter
Yeah.
in the video?
Yeah. I wanted her to be in like, it's kind of like a shock value, like the end of the video, it shows her like getting surgery. People are like,
I just ruined it for everybody.
sorry. No, and that's kind of what we wanted though, like, oh my gosh, she's only 5 and she's like, getting surgery, which obviously wouldn't really happen legally, but it was supposed to be like that, kind of like, that's how bad it can be, I feel, to like a child's psyche, I guess.
And I gotta ask, what's it like being on the road with a 5-year-old daughter?
It's hard, but I have a very supportive family. I do live with my mom and my stepdad, and like there was a time where I was like, man, guys, I don't know if I could really do the band anymore, stuff like that. And my stepdad actually got mad at me. He's like, dude, this is like your only chance. Go for it. Do the band. I'm like, so I have a very supportive system at home.
You guys Skype a lot?
Yeah, we'd like FaceTime and stuff like that, so that's awesome. She's actually got this little wristwatch phone. She hits 1 button, she calls me. She hits 2, she calls her grandma. So it's with technology, it's easy to keep in touch.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I guess I should ask, how did you first get hooked up with the straight edge scene?
I've been straight edge for about 10 years now. I first heard about it, I'm 26 now, so I was 16. Just my group of friends, we've always had like bands and just band friends and stuff, and like I just heard about it through them. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool, because I kind of grew up in like a kind of a crappy household with like drugs and stuff like that. So when I heard about it, I was like, oh, I kind of like, it seems like a cool like subculture just to get away from all that stuff that I didn't like when I was growing up. So I really identified with that, because I saw what it could do to like my family. So I really attached to that, and like as we grew. Years later, most of my friends, they either broke or just didn't claim anymore, which is, to me, it's just a personal thing.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, like it's not like, oh my god, you broke. But yeah, to me, it's just always, I've always connected with it, and so I just still call myself straight edge.
And being in the band and taking care of your daughter at the same time, do you think that you would be able to do the two and be able to manage both if you weren't straight edge? Do you think you'd be able to handle like you got a big tour, you're doing the U.S. tour in the fall and you're trying to get to Europe, do you think that you'd be able to manage all of that?
I mean, I'm sure I could, but I think my personal, I guess, values, it makes it easier, and I want to set a good example for her, definitely, and I don't want to rely on those things.
Now that you got her into the plastic surgery.
yeah, I don't want that to happen. But I think that's just not my way of dealing with stress or escaping. So like I said, I want to set a good example. So it helps me a lot. So
cool. And are you allowed to talk about any of the stuff that you guys got coming up?
We do have a full U.S. tour coming up. I can't go into too much detail, but that'll be in October.
Well, what are the cities that you're looking forward to hitting the most that you haven't hit yet?
I'm really excited to hit the West Coast, actually. We haven't been more west than Minnesota yet, so we're about to do California, Colorado, Texas, Florida, all that kind of stuff, so I'm really excited to go that way.
Cool. And when are you guys hitting the road?
I believe It's like mid-October.
Mid-October.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll make sure I have this video up before then.
Thank you.
We'll see you on the road.
For sure.
Cool. Thanks.
Yes, thank you.